Welcome to IBM's Tennis Insights with myself, Cara Robinson, and seven-time Grand Slam champion Mats Wilander. Today we're going to preview the round 3 clash between seven-time Wimbledon champion Roger Federer and Sam Groth. Now, only Jimmy Connors has played more matches at Wimbledon than Roger Federer, 102 to Federer's 84. But in this clash, he's going to have to face the hard-hitting Australian Sam Groth, who uses the style of tennis that used to be so effective on grass. We're going to see some serve and volleying from Sam, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And if we go back and remember that Sergei Stakhovsky beat Federer a couple of years ago, and he served and volleyed on both serves the whole match through, and Federer didn't really find his game. So it can be an interesting contrast of styles. It'll be interesting to see if Roger Federer also serves and volleys more.
Well, you mentioned the two serves, Matt. Sam Groth tends to actually serve and volley more on his second serve than he does on his first, and the numbers prove true of that. If you take a look at the IBM statistics, he serve and volleys 71% of the time on his first serve and a whopping 89% on his second serve. We saw Dustin Brown serve and volley his way to victory over Rafael Nadal. Can we expect the same from Sam over Federer?
It's less of a chance because Federer doesn't mind big servers, but at the same time, he beat Sam Groth at the US Open last year in 3 sets, so overall I think Federer will come through. But Sam Groth is as dangerous an opponent as Federer has faced so far.
Well, when we look at the second insight from IBM, we're looking at Groth's approaching versus baseline points won, and it's really a numbers game for him. He's won 57% when approaching and just 46% from the baseline. He's performed better, obviously, in this method so far than rallying. Do you think those numbers will hold true against Roger?
I think so. Sam Groth is one of the few players that actually grew up on grass. He grew up on grass courts just north of Melbourne, same club that Margaret Court comes from, and he's not going to want to stay at the baseline at all. He's going to chip and charge. He's going to try and get in. Even on Federer's second serve, he's going to try and get in. And against Federer, tactics are pretty simple when you serve and volley. You got to serve and volley to Federer's backhand and then pull Federer wide to his forehand and then hope you get a racket on the next passing shot.
Okay, well, we know he's a hard hitter, but what about his serving? He is one of the toughest servers on tour, and he's going to be tough for Roger Federer. He's so strong with his serving that only half the amount of time does he have to face a second shot on one of his service games. He's so far had 40 aces, including 4 on his second serve during these championships, just 9 double faults, and he's had 47% of his serves unreturned. He's basically a serving machine. Do you think those stats will worry Federer?
I don't think so. Federer is one of the best at getting the serve back in play. We know that he demolished Andy Roddick, and he often said that, well, I don't know why, but I know where Andy Roddick is serving. He's had an easy time against John Isner and also against Ivo Karlovic. So I think the big serve doesn't worry Federer. What worries Federer is when he makes the return, the second shot, a passing shot off of his backhand, is not his strongest shot. So I think that's where Sam Groth, if he can make the first volley, he has a good chance at winning at net.
Is he going to be Federer's riskiest opponent so far?
Absolutely. I mean, no one wants to play against Sam Groth. No one wants to play against somebody that takes the racket out of your hand. We also know Sam Groth, he can hit hard serves, he can spin it, he moves well, and the size of him,